So earlier in some other videos, I mentioned that I am a biblical representative individual that volunteers at a church. That place I call the Window of Magical Messages, Rainbow Reminders, JCT Pop, Jesus Christ, the Prince of Peace, Sunset Stained Glass at 420 West 19th Street, Costa Mesa, California, 92627, biblically speaking, in the Land of Dreams location. And I brought along this Twisted Insane doll that I put together. I've already talked about it in some other footage. And again, like I had told in the other videos, the velvet spider I put as a heart. And this web print, it's a hooded cape. It's very pagan prince-like. And pagans, they're with all the religions, and they're known to dress up as animals and demons and different characters, princesses, princes, clowns, as they do murder and disintegrate peasants, sinners, victimizers, criminals that belong that ways. You know, animal abusers, rapists, perverts. And I'm not saying that Twisted Insane is, but based on what he advertises, it's what he's supposed to be, and along with everybody else anyways. Aside from that, I put a demon mask and some chains. You'll recognize if you're familiar with some of his musical videos or modeling that he does with his Brain Sick musical label logo. He includes different symbols: brains, bones, demons, creatures, and spiders. I've noticed. I know some spiders do carry a poison that can also disintegrate those that are humans that belong disintegrated. I don't know why he goes about the spider, because it can also represent poetically someone of many talents, because spiders have that many legs and arms to where they can do more faster. And anyways, aside from that, I'm wearing a Virgin Mary, kind of like some might call this fashion, but actually biblically it's before her time. This represents purity and like helping multiplying and things like that in perversion. And this plaid print is known to represent Stays Learning, and it also reminds me of Ed Gein, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And then this color combination reminds me of Persian models, because the level of fabric that is used, and it's very jungle. And you know, some might say it looks even Hispanic, or it could look Asian, but this pattern together looks Middle Eastern to me. It's just, I don't know, I think it's really this level of fabric. And this makeup is clowny, but it's also inspired by SpongeBob SquarePants, the little dotted cheeks. And then I usually do different cross colors, like on my forehead area. And then, so overall, it's very clowny. And I do what I call biblical Barbie. I will take existing outfits and I will add either like a veil, or notice it's like a mini skirt dress thing. I added tights where normally I wouldn't. And sometimes I'll add like ballerina tutu at the bottom of it, or at my neck area, or both. And it really amps it up. So if you see some of my pictures and images on my webpage and more, Facebook, or me in person on surveillance, that's usually what I do. Some people are like, how are you getting all these clothes? Well, it's the same outfits I've had for years. I just occasionally, this is a shower curtain. I got at the 99-cent only stores. In real life, I wear different ones to the church, and they look like they cost more sometimes, and it's just the way that I apply them. I got this doll, 99-cent only stores. I got it all separately, plastic skeleton, the chain, the spider, the cape, the mask, and I got all my makeup there. And this wig, I got it from there. In real life, in reality, like, this is what I'm talking about. A lot of fake authorities and jealous people try to take me into questioning because I don't have any income. And my job description right now is just being a biblical representative individual while waiting on all my resources, as I do have a physical disability of sciatica also, and I get prevented from doing more and accessing more, or I would be more like a biblical Dr. Genius and an authority. I would have lie detector tests and weapons, and I would go help with what some call the Lord's army and disintegrate peasants, whether it's in pagan fashion or however. And some other characters I brought along with the insane twisted doll is this skeleton doll that I got at Not Scary Farm a couple years ago. Not Scary Farm isn't the funnest place, but, you know, sometimes they have mazes. My favorite one, which they don't always do, is the blacklight clown maze. It has a bunch of different clowns, black lights, and strobe lights. So that's usually the favorite one. The other ones are kind of like whatevs, you know, like slaughterhouse, fake murder, and I don't understand. I remember a different time I went, there was this maze called Pinocchio Unstrung. I imagine they're going to have a puppet chasing everyone or doing something entertaining. I went in, there was not a puppet of any kind. So I think it's a different kind of definition. Pinocchio Unstrung, maybe it's talking about some possessed human that has no strings that went and did all those murders. I don't know, it didn't tell a story out loud. It was just a walk-through maze. And I like some of the rides. Because of my sciatica condition, I have to be careful on what I go on. But there's a roller coaster, Silver Bullet. It goes super smooth, even though some say it's super fast, but I don't really, it just glides through and then it's over, so it just takes me. Some roller coasters or rides I can't go on because it starts shaking out my nerves and my body starts locking and spasming out of nowhere. So I do take things for that, like natural remedies, tea, herb, plant pills. I do fitness, belly dance, blah, 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 blah. And then here's another character that I brought along. It's the boogeyman from Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, and he guest stars at Disneyland around this time of year, usually October through December. He is the main character, and he comes out in the haunted house ride and more, and it's blacklight and some other characters from the film. And then here's another doll I got at Not Scary Farm another time. I've gone a couple times. I don't always get a souvenir, but when I see things like this, I just go into a trance, kind of like hypnotic and memory deletion, and I just end up with it. If you want to know how I got this, though, I paid $5 to a man, and it's called Guess Your Weight. Well, I have small bones, so whether I'm 160 or 103, a lot of people can't tell by looking at me, depending on what I'm wearing, so I think it's funny. This guy had no idea how much I weigh in real life, and he was way off. So I won the doll, and that's how I got this clown at Not Scary Farm that time. And then another time, my little half-sister cousin, or whoever she is, Rochelle Yvonne Cavan, many names, she bought this one for me. We got matching ones, I think. Yeah, we did. She told me I can only get certain things because she had only a certain amount of funds, and then we got these dolls. And then I brought this along to the Journey of the Church by Dr. Seuss. As a reminder, this is very biblical, blunt and upfront. This could easily be a page in a book of knowledge, which it is, but I meant aside from a Dr. Seuss book. Anyone can make a biblically inspired book like I have done and even include this as one of the pages. Like, that's reality, blunt and upfront. To those that try to deny whatever it is, this is pretty much who you are 24/7 is what you are. So I brought that along. And I include it in many of my videos. And in spirit, JCT Pop, Jesus Christ, the Prince of Peace. Well, he's always there with everybody who has made after he got murdered. That's another story. And on the ways there, I took my stroller, shopping cart style roller thing to get all of us there. Me and these characters I already shown and talked about. Other than myself, I walked. And there's this Michael Myers statue thing, which kind of goes with Twisted Insane and myself. I grew up with the character too. I've seen some of the films. Halloween, I related to the one when the little boy went to the mental hospital because he was murdering peasants. I'm not saying I got to do that, but that's my intention. And they held him, and they're like, he's the crazy one, and it's good he murders the janitor and gets out of there, but it's retarded what was done to him, and obviously fake doctors are the ones bringing him back like he's some kind of monster. It shows that he kills peasants only, perverts, and they try to turn him into this thing. So I kind of related to his character of my intentions, but not overall, and also have sciatica, so sometimes I only can walk or I get paralyzed. So when people have abducted me before, I just walk away and they start tripping out. Like, what is she doing? I'm like, they abducted me and all I did was go walking. Whether they run or not, they kind of, some of them even got scared or wondered who I even am. And I'm part Persian, so hypnotic and memory deletion comes with my breed. That's why a lot of people that abduct people usually don't go for the Middle Easterns. They really don't always know what's going to happen. And when they do, they use that many schizophrenic Persian peasants to help them because it's hard to get to that breed by themselves. Because anybody that is Persian, it's against their breed. And when they're mixed or they join something that low, that's why usually on the news it'll say another Hispanic kid or a little Caucasian. Abductors will admit they're easier to get to. For anyone who didn't know that, it's a fact. It sounds real stupid to me. Some have admitted it's not really the preference, even though some do have one. There's all kinds of sickos out there, but they just admit it's that easy. So I've gone along with abductors. I've used hypnotic memory deletion, twist psychology. But then all of a sudden, when they're not doing that, hypnotic and memory deletion, and then there I got away. I didn't run, I just walked. So I'm known to walk around. And a lot of people don't understand. I have sciatica. I get limited. Sometimes I can't climb or do things, and other times I can. So it's another story, dysfunctional. Like, I've been disfigured like Emily Rose. And when I unlock, like, I've gotten stuck like this before. And when my body starts to unlock, either naturally because the attack is over or because I've taken pills of tea herb plants, then I have to go into fitness and keep up on it, or I'd be more disfigured. I do belly dancing and everything. My face is another story. That's not something I can put back in place. I have to get like a surgery. But everything else that I can do, I do it like immediately to stay up on my sciatica condition and myself, whatever I need medically that I'm waiting for or seeking. Until then, I'm going to do a freestyle prayer in a moment. Not yet. Let me show another image of all of us at the church. Hold on. There they all are, taking a group photo, the dolls I just shown. And then there's another one of just me and the insane doll. I couldn't hold all of them, and someone else took the picture. But if you notice, when I set them up, I try to take one of all of us by myself. There's not always someone available to take a photo. Hold on. There's another one. Here it is. So I took one, well, someone took one of me and the insane doll. A man named Bruce. He's a volunteer. that he said he's in charge of the window, and he opens and locks the doors in case something happens to the window. I guess he calls for repairs. I don't know. Everyone does different things there, but aside from me and Bruce, and Mike Hidden orders the pastry dough, which I pick up, and it's on my way there. So I set up that area. That's all I get to do, and dress up as different characters. But as for some of the other people that claim they work there, they're not very biblical. They try to take over in cults of bisexual, lesbian, gays, perversion of all ages. And I don't understand. I've talked to these people to their face. I've passed out purity packs, which is more accurate, biblical, educational. And they just really are determined to take over. It's like they know those are places you're supposed to get your resources, and they make believe if they're there and at law enforcement, at the schools, and landscaping and doing all this, that no one's ever going to get their resources because they're scared of their own. Well, it's not true. There's obviously victims out there other than myself that are in position already with lie detector tests and weapons to do more. So when they arrive, or by the time I get access to more of my resources, I don't know, somebody will do something more other than just me appearing disabled and dressing up and taking tea or plant pills just to function. The way I could describe my disability, imagine a vehicle with no engine, so it's not electronical, it's not a motor, and motor vehicles are illegal, by the way. Vehicles, cars, they're supposed to fly like ships electronically and float like boats and only drive on some streets while the Land of Dreams gets remodeled to what it's supposed to be. And waterfalls that recycle are supposed to be in the oceans, ponds, pools, lakes, rivers. And that's another story. So I'm gonna do the freestyle prayer, a remix and mix of me, myself, miming to Twisted Insane featuring Bishop. It's called The Dark Room. I chose this song a couple times for this doll because it really fits the voice that is used. It's kind of demonic, like a little demon. I don't know if anyone's seen demons. I have. And they all have different personalities. Some of them look like more like evil, even if they're funny. And some of them might dress up and pop some big cartoon eyes or something, or look a little more dopey, or, you know, do different things so they don't all look the same. Kind of like cats or some animals or humans, you know, they kind of look alike, but when they do, like me, I did a character, so you kind of look a little different. Whether it's funny or entertaining, with whatever it is, dope-tastical, theatrical, classical. And so the voice, it just reminds me of real demons that is used on this song. So I thought it kind of went with this character of the Twisted Insane doll that I put together, because Twisted Insane, he does a variety of characters and looks. Sometimes he's theatrical, and other times it looks like he's going to go to the gym or something and go work out, or whatever it is. I don't know his calendar schedule or who he is 24/7, who he desires to be, versus who he's supposed to be, what he has access to. And so I'm just going to go about this song.
You never know when they become a hella deep full of demons or cartoons. I'm telling everyone to take a figure out another way because you don't really want to take up in the dark. Light me with the red rum, sitting in the dark. Run with the machete and the pain in my heart. Chewing on the sun, making feelings of my brain. Light me with the red rum, sitting in the dark. Light me with the red rum, sitting in the dark. Sitting in a room and I thought the biggest home with the fumes and the home for my shit list. Can I do it all again? Think about the ones and the twos and the twos I can dismiss. Sure, down, I'm sick of shit. Jacking off in the backyard, I got one another level. Look down and I'm still taped to the shovel. Look up and I'm face to face with the devil. Hours I will give you. What the fuck you think you gonna get me? A fat ass life, a fat ass wife. But all a nigga really want is OD. All of the money and all of the cars. But a nigga really couldn't give a fuck though. All of the bitches from all of the tracks. Like a nigga really wanna sit and fuck hoes. When I consider walking up and everybody stop and talking to a trick to make a motherfucker money. You must take me for some kind of time. You think that it's funny? That you gon' get your money. What time is the bomb? Shit, I'm bold with it. I mean, strippers the bomb. I'm good with it. I mean, hummers with every go. With all that money, I really know what to do with it. So when I'm in the room and I'm consumed, nothing but the doom and the fumes of the weed smoke. Put it in me, goons for me, goons. Never know what's home from the loom with the heat. Oh, yeah. You never know when they become a hella deep full of demons or heart home. I'm telling everyone to stay a figure out another way because you don't really want to play up in the dark. Light me with the red rum, sitting in the dark. Run with the machete and the pain in my heart. Chewing on the sun, making feelings of my brain. Light me with the red rum, sitting in the dark. Light me with the red rum, sitting in the dark. Black cats in my path and my bitches all witches. We get in a living with the nigga with the twisted. Medication don't think I make all that in the blizzard. They don't understand it, but that's why the nigga fear me. Bitches wanna fuck when I spit it like a Henry. Testing the niggas to make a really in the tummy. Sacramento city's got a bit of superstition. Smoking on some dummy in the city and the mommy with the door when it's sunny. You can feel me when I'm coming. My ears hold no laser on my. In the light of the full moon, I started the month of protection. I suggest you be solid. You can push the flames of the hellfire. Started the sports in the seven stages like the inferno's undeniable force where the heavens ever confine. Light me with the red rum, sitting in the dark. Run with the machete and the pain in my heart. Chewing on the sun, making feelings of my brain. Light me with the red rum, sitting in the dark. Light me with the red rum, sitting in the dark. Light me with the red rum, sitting in the dark. Run with the machete and the pain in my heart. Chewing on the sun, making feelings of my brain. Twisted insane. Psychological, diabolical. Top rhyming easy. 40 bottle drinking. Angel mama silk sipping motherfucker. What's happening? Have me one for this, homie. Sit back. Like if you want. Dark room. There he is. In the middle of the streets with a bloody machete ready for vengeance. Stick a trike in the blinking. I'ma give it to you because the nigga do it so dead. Mind freak. Like a nigga was crisp with the angels came to defend me. I was in the battlefield when the homie jumping up about the steel when so they sends me. To the ministry, get to the finish, never give a finish, and I give it endless. Hit a nigga like a stainless, all but the be no kind of way to defend it. When I hit it with the beam, I'm an another one till I get clean. Step on my clock, step on the bench, step on the weapon, non step on me, they hit the ball from the 15. Never yes, never fucking with the dick, gotta keep it steady, get it, put your bullets in my ribs. Everybody wanna be a bigger from enough to flip, and I really put it to you if you really wanna trip. Yep, dripping right up with the moon, I can zoom, bring it down, into this room. No roof of a dome, no place to come home, till a nigga with a fucking buck I can do. Whenever, they had to be seven, having a fit and every tripping better, know when you step it, over niggas step about it, the witch spread it, the weapon, never be right up in your face, or change your direction. Yep, you never know when they become a hella deep full of demons or cartoons. I'm telling everyone to take a figure out another way, cause you don't really wanna take up in the dark. Light me with the red rum, sitting in the dark. Run with the machete and the pain in my heart. Chewing on the sun, making feelings of my brain. Light me with the red rum, sitting in the dark. I do it all again? Think about the ones who the toes and the views like a dismiss. Sure, I'm down, I'm sick of shit. Jacking off in the backyard, I got one of those left. Look down and I'm still taped to the shelf. Look up and I'm face to face with the devil. Wow, what I would give you. What the fuck you think you gonna give me? A fat ass life, a fat ass wife. But all a nigga really want is all these. All of the money and all of the cars. But a nigga really couldn't give a fuck though. All of the bitches from all of the tracks. Like a nigga really wanna sit and fuck hoes. When I consider walking up and everybody stop and talking to a truth to make a motherfucking money. You must take me for some kind of time. You think that it's funny? That you gon' get your money. What time is the bomb? Shit, I'm bold with it. I mean, strippers the block. I'm good with it. I mean, hummers with every go. With all that money, I really know what to do with it. Cause when I'm in the room and I'm consumed, nothing but the gloom and the fumes of the weed smoke. Put it in me, goons for me, goons. Never know what's going for the loom with the heat smoke. Yep. You never know when that becoming hella deep full of demons or heart. I'm telling everyone to take a figure out another way, cause you really wanna play up in the dark. Light me with the red rose, and you get the dark. Look with the machete and the pain in my heart. Chewing on the sun, making me miss on my brain. Light me with the red rose, and you get the dark. Light me with the red rose, and you get the dark. Black cats in my past and my bitches all witches. Wicked and I'm living with the nigga with the twisted. Medication dose, you got me holding in the blizzard and understand if that's what a nigga fear me. Bitches wanna fuck when I spit it like a gimme. Testing the niggas to make a really get it tummy. Sacramento city's got a bit of superstition. Smoking on the dummy in the city and I'm only with the dark when the sunny. You can feel me when I'm coming. My hair's cool, no legs on my phone. In the light of the full moon, I started the month of protection. I suggest you fall and you push the flames of the hellfire. Started the sports in the 7 stages of life. The inferno's undeniable force where the heavens ever come fire. Light me with the red rose and you get the dark. Look with the machete and the pain in my heart. Chewing on the sun, making me miss on my brain. Light me with the red rose and you get the dark. Light me with the red rose and you get the dark. Psychological, diabolical, top remedy, 40 bottle drinking, Asian mama syrup sipping motherfucker. What's happening? Hand me one for this, homie. Sit back. I give you all. The dark room. There he is. In the middle of the streets with a bloody machete ready for vengeance. Figure try in the blinking, I'ma give it to you because the nigga do it so dead. Mind freaks. Like a nigga was crisp with the angels came to the venue. I was in the battlefield when the homie got run over by the steel when so makes sense. Me to the ministry, to the finish, never give a finish, and I get in this. Hit a nigga like a sinless, all visible to be just no kind of way to defend it. When I hit it with the beam, I'm on another one till I get clean. Get up on my clock, double the bitches, nine, double the weapon, nine, step with me, they hit the phone from the 15. Every year's never fucking with the beef, gotta keep it steady, get it, put your bullets in my bibs. Everybody wanna be a bigger popping up a clip, and I really put it to you if you really wanna trip. Yep, dripping right up with the moon, I can zoom, break it down, make it this boom. No roof of a dome, no place to my phone, till a nigga with a fuck up, I got you. Whenever, there had to be seven, having a bit of living, tripping better, know we be stepping before a nigga step up out of the woods, spreading the weapon, never be right to be your face, or changing direction. Yep, you never know when they becoming hella deep, full of demons or cartoons. I'm telling everyone to take a figure out another way, cause you don't really wanna play up in the dark. Light me with the red rose and you get the dark. Look with the machete and the pain in my heart. Chewing on the sun, making me miss on my brain. Light me with the red rose and you get the dark. Light me with the red rose and you get the dark. Sitting in a room and I got the biggest hole with the fumes and the holes on my shit list. Can I do it all again? Think about the ones on the toes and the views like a dismiss. Sure, I'm down, I'm sick of shit. Jacking off in the backyard, I got one of those left. Look down and I'm still taped to the shelf. Look up and I'm face to face with the devil. Wow, what I would give you. What the fuck you think you gonna give me? A fat ass life, a fat ass wife. But all a nigga really want is all these. All of the money and all of the cars. But a nigga really couldn't give a fuck though. All of the bitches from all of the tracks. Like a nigga the room and I'm consumed. Nothing but the doom and the boom to the weed smoke. Put it in me, goose for me, goon, goose. Never know what's going from the loom with the heat. Oh, yep. You never know when that becoming hella deep, full of demons or heart. I'm telling everyone to stay to figure out another way, cause you really wanna play up in the dark. Light me with the red rose and you get the dark. Rough with the machete and the pain in my heart. Chewing on the sun, making music on the rain. Light me with the red rose and you get the dark. Light me with the red rose and you get the dark. Black cat to my path and my bitches all witches. Wicked and I'm living with the nigga with the twisted. Medicated, don't think I make all it in the blizzard. They don't understand if that's what a nigga fear me. Bitches wanna fuck when I spit it like a himmy. Tested in the kids and make a feeling in the tummy. Sacramento city's got a killer superstitious. But when I'm a dummy in the city, and I'm with the storm when the sunny, you can feel me when I'm coming. My hands hold no laser on my. In the light of the full moon, I started the month of protection. I suggest you console it. Push the flames of the hellfire, started the sports in the 7 stages life. The inferno's undeniable force where the heavens ever come fire. Light me with the red rose and you get the dark. Rough with the machete and the pain in my heart. Chewing on the sun, making music on my brain. Light me with the red rose and you get the dark. Light me with the red rose and you get the dark. You never know when they become a hella deep, full of demons or cartoons. I'm telling everyone to take a figure out another way, cause you don't really wanna play up in the dark. Light me with the red rose and you get the dark. Rough with the machete and the pain in my heart. Chewing on the sun, making music on my brain. Light me with the red rose and you get the dark. Light me with the red rose and you get the dark. Sitting in a room with my thoughts, I think it's home with the fumes and the home for my shit list. Can I do it all again? Think about the ones and the twos and the views like a dismiss. Sure, I'm down off city shit, jacking off in the backyard. I am on another level. Look down and I'm still tanked to the shovel. Looked up and I face to face with the devil. Powers I will give you. What the fuck you think you gon' give me? A fat ass life, a fat ass wife. But all a nigga really want is OD. All of the money and all of the gold. But a nigga really give a fuck though. All of the bitches from all of the tracks. Like a nigga really wanna sit and fuck home. When I can sit and walking up and everybody stop and talking to a trip to make a motherfucking money. Let's take me for some kind of thing. You think it is fun? If you gon' get your money. What time is the bar? Shit, I'm full with it. I'll be straight with the bar. I'm full with it. I'll be hummus with every go. With all that money, I really know what to do with it. Cause when I'm in the room and I'm consumed, nothing but the doom and the fumes and the weed smoke. Put it in me, goose for me, goon, goose. Never know what's going from the loom with the heat. Oh, yeah. You never know when they be coming living with the nigga with the twisted. Man, in case you don't, she got me holding in the blizzard. They don't understand it, but that's why the nigga fear me. Bitches wanna fuck when I spit it like a gimme. Testing the niggas and make a video in the tummy. Sacramento city's got a bit of superstition. Smoking on some dummy in the city. Got the mommy with the door when it's sunny. You can feel me when I'm coming.
My hands hold no laser.
In the light of the full moon, I started the month of protection. I suggest you from solid. You can watch the flames of the hellfire. Started the scorch in the 7 stages life. The inferno's undeniable force where the heavens ever confined, man.
Light me with the red roses in the dark. Drunk with the machete and the pain in my heart. Chewing on the stem, making pieces of our brain. Murder, 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 every motherfucking day. Light me with the red roses in the dark. You can light me with the red roses in the dark. You can find me with the red rum sitting in the dark. Drunk with the machete and the pain in my heart. Chewing on the stem, making pieces of our brain. Murder, 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 every motherfucking day.
Twisted insane. Psychological, diabolical. Top rhyming easy. 40 bottle drinking. Angel mama syrup sipping motherfucker. What's happening? Anyone for this, homie? Sit back. As I give you all. The dark room. There he is.
In the middle of the streets with a bloody machete ready for vengeance. Sick of trying to blend in. I'ma give it to you because the nigga do it so dead. Friend, like a nigga was Chris with the angels came to defend me. I was in the battlefield when the homie jumping up about the steel when so they sent me to the minute, to the finish, never give a finish and they end this. Hit a nigga like a tennis, all but with the beat, no kind of way to defend it. When I hit it with the beam, hop on the one of the one till I get clean. Get up on my clock, double the bench, double the weapon, nine, double me, that hit the ball from the 15. Every year's never fucking with the div, gotta keep it steady, put your bullets in my ribs. Everybody wanna be a bigger pop enough for clip, and I really put it to you if you really wanna trip. Yup, dripping right up with the moon like a zoom, bring your family to this room. No roof of a dome, no place to come home, tell a nigga what the fuck I got to do. Whenever, there had to be seven, having a video, every tripping better know we can stop it before a nigga stepping right at the butcher, friend of the weapon, never be right up in your face or change your direction. Yup, you never know when they becoming hella lean, full of demons or cartoons. I'm telling everyone to take a figure out another way, cause you don't really wanna play up in the dark.
Light me with the red rum sitting in the dark. Drunk with the machete and the pain in my heart. Chewing on the stem, making pieces of our brain. Murder, 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 every motherfucking day. Light me with the red rum sitting in the dark. You can find me with the red rum sitting in the dark.
Sitting in the room, and my thoughts are big as home with the fumes and the homes on my shit list. Can I do it all again? Think about the ones and the twos and the views like I dismissed. Sure, I'm down, don't see the shit. Jacking off in the backyard, I am on another level. Look down and I'm still taped to the shovel. Looked up and I'm face to face with the devil. Shred.
Powers I will give you.
What the fuck you think you gon' give me?
A fat ass life, a fat ass wife.
But all a nigga really want is OD.
All of the money and all of the
But
cars.
a nigga really couldn't give a fuck though.
All of the bitches from all of the tracks.
Like a nigga really wanna sit and fuck hoes. When I can sit and walking up and everybody stop and talking to a to make a motherfucker money.
You must take me for some kind of
You
time.
think that it's funny?
Said you gon' get your money. What time is the
Shit, I'm
bomb?
good with it.
I'm just with the
Shit, I'm
fly.
good with it.
I mean, I'm with every
With all that money, I really know what to do with it. So when I'm in the room and I'm consumed, nothing but the doom and the fumes of the weed smoke. Put it in me, goons for me, goons, never know what's going from the loom with the heat. Oh, yeah. You never know when they becoming hella deep, full of demons or heart home. I'm telling everyone to stay to figure out another way, cause you really wanna play up in the dark.
Light me with the red rum sitting in the dark. Drunk with the machete and the pain in my heart. Chewing on the stem, making pieces of our brain. Murder, 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 every motherfucking day. Light me with the red rum sitting in the dark. You can find me with the red rum sitting in the dark.
Black cats in my path and my bitches all witches. Wicked and I'm living with the nigga with the twisted. Man, in case you don't, she got me holding in the blizzard. They don't understand it, but that's why the nigga fear me. Bitches wanna fuck when I spit it like a gimme. Testing the niggas and make a video in the tummy. Sacramento city's got a bit of superstition. Smoking on some dummy in the city. Got the mommy with the door when it's sunny. You can feel me when I'm coming.
My hands hold no laser.
In the light of the full moon, I started the month of protection. I suggest you from solid. You can watch the flames of the hellfire. Started the scorch in the 7 stages life. The inferno's undeniable.
understand the convenience of our brain. Every month of what we do. Find me with the red rum, sitting in the dark, in the dark. You can find me with the red rum, sitting in the dark, in the dark. You can find me with the red rum, sitting in the dark. Drunk with the machete and the pain in my heart. Chewing on the stem, the convenience of our brain. Every motherfucking day.
Twisted insane. Psychological, diabolical. Top running easy. 40 bottle drinking. Angel mama sip sipping motherfucker. What's happening? Anyone for this, homie? Sit back. Like if you want. Dark
In the middle of the street with a bloody machete ready for vengeance. Try in the blinking, I'ma give it to you bitches with a nigga that was so dead. Like a nigga was Chris with the windows came to defend me. I was in the battlefield when the holy got run over by the steel when so they sent me. To the minute, to the finish, never give a finish, and I could pretend this. Hit a nigga like a tennis, all but there was a beat, no kind of way to defend it. When I hit it with the beam, hop on the one other one till I get clean. Get up on my clock, double the bench, nine, double the weapon, nine, double me, they hit the ball from the 15. Every year's never fucking with the years, gotta keep it steady, cause they push a bullet in my ears. Everybody wanna be a bigger pop enough for clear, can I really put it sleep if you really wanna trip? Yeah, dripping right up with the moon like a zoom, with your family with this moon. No roof of a dome, no place to come home, till a nigga with the fuck I got to do. Whenever from never, they had to be seven, having to fit it, every different better know when you step me before a nigga step up out of the woods, spreading the weapon, never be running, he face a change of direction. Yeah, you never know when they become a hella deep full of demons or cartoons. I'm telling everyone to take a figure out another way to you to really wanna take up in the dark.
Find me with the red rum, sitting in the dark. Drunk with the machete and the pain in my heart. Chewing on the sun, the convenience of our brain. Every motherfucking day. Find me with the red rum, sitting in the dark, in the dark. You can find me with the red rum, sitting in the dark, in the dark.
Sitting in a room, and my thoughts are big as home with the rooms and the home for my shit list. Can I do it all again?